Thank you, Chairman. My name is Kanichiro Matsumura from Kwanseigaku University School of Policy Studies, Department of Applied Informatics. I have one question. My question is about the hardware. So do the users of Opencourseware, do they have to sit in front of laptop PC with network? So my suggestion is why we should not use mobile phone. Because in Japan, from this April, the new system, so-called one seg, has just started. So maybe if we use mobile phone for providing Opencourseware materials, so maybe we can solve various kind of problems, I think so. So I want to know about this point. Thank you.
We do not yet have our courses in a mobile form. We have been investigating it. For our courses, actually our students prefer it on the laptop because the materials are fairly extensive and images, particularly health science images, they need the larger screen. Our students do use the mobile forms, PDAs, the handheld devices in the hospitals, and they typically use them to look up drugs, pharmaceuticals. But for other kinds of educational resources, they actually prefer the full screen. So we're still keeping an open mind, and we're constantly asking our students how they would like to use the materials. But I think that as the cell phones, the other mobile devices become more advanced, we'll see more use. Our students do use a lot of the MP3s, and now there are the MP4s. They download lectures to listen while they're exercising and doing their laundry. So they do use mobile forms for reviewing material, but for the initial learning, they still prefer the laptop.
Well, maybe I should begin my question.
In your view, what has been the greatest contribution of OCW to society? This may be different from country to country, so I would appreciate some panelists answering my question briefly.
I'll put my head on the chopping block. I think in the United States, which is all that I can really speak to, in the later part of the 1990s and early part of 2000, there's a very great fanaticism about intellectual property and copyright and patent law. And in fact, some people now will use the term IP McCarthyism, referring to Senator McCarthy, who was accusing everyone of being communists several decades ago. If you're not in favor of very strong intellectual property, then you must be some kind of evil person. And I think the one thing, particularly in MIT's case, although I think the rest of us are trying to contribute, I think MIT makes such a strong statement by saying, as a university, we'll take all or much of our intellectual property and put it out and make it available. It's a very strong statement against a direction that society in the United States was moving. And MIT has enough clout and there's enough content and enough courses that it actually made people sit up and listen. And so I don't think it by any means has completely changed that direction, but I think it was a very greatly needed counterbalance to the direction that thinking about IP was going in the United States up until the time that that happened.
If I may just follow up on that, in the committee that proposed Opencourseware back in 1999, what David said is absolutely right. We wanted to send a message out to the world that the teaching materials that we faculty produce and that MIT or Utah State or Kyoto University own not only belong to us, but also to the world. To the world. 人類が所有していると。And we wanted to send a message out clearly. And this is why we proposed Opencourseware. We wanted this message to go out in contrast to the .com movement that was at the time taking over educational institutions. And you can see that it is really, really taking hold.
And I can just add a few words about, from the user point of view, what we did not anticipate is in the health sciences, we have had users email us to tell us that the health sciences content has allowed countries that are trying to build health science schools. They are using our materials to help build new programs, and it's in countries that either do not have programs or they've lost their health sciences institutions due to civil war. So it's something that we didn't anticipate.
Well, I should say good evening, everyone. I'm Luke Chu from Taiwan. I'm a member of OOPS, which is also a member of International Consortium of Opencourseware. What we are doing now is try to localize almost every Opencourseware in the whole world into Chinese for people to use. But my question is about the definition of Opencourseware, especially about course. China quality Opencourseware, because, well, since I can read Chinese, so I try to browse through every single China quality course offered online, which is almost 400 of them. And almost on every one of the front page that clearly states all rights reserved. That means without their permission, we cannot use the content on the website. Also, from the announcement of Ministry of Education in China, they clearly states that you can use the China quality course in non-commercial environment as long as you are a member of the academic institution in China. So I got a little confused. Is that thing that we can use freely, just like any other Opencourseware offered by other institutions, or the definition of Opencourseware is different in China quality course? That's something I don't understand. Maybe you can help me and help a lot of other people to understand the difference between the license which you took on the China quality course and other Opencourseware.
Chinese China Ministry of Education, and they develops quality OCW in China. The most of the members leading university, they are the main member of that. Most of the university, our leading university, they made the courses in this. How to say that? And of course, most of the leading university they join that. They join that quality OCW of China, OCW courses of China, and I think that we just get approved and agreed by the Ministry of Education. They said they open and share, and they are the same aim as our aim as MIT OCW, and we published now on our website, and also we have no any commercial purpose for that. That's what we can explain for that. Let more people, more students to. Also, we will, Ministry of Education, the courses only separated in the universities, different universities. They have no, platform, the public, website. So we link that in our website, let more people, especially abroad, outside people in the world, they can easily to get these resources. That's what we want to do. We have done for that.
Okay. Well, what we're finding as we learn about Opencourseware globally is that often each country has different requirements for copyright, and there are certain. This is something we're looking at very closely now. Okay, and there are certain statements in certain countries that must be made in order to be consistent with that country's copyright laws. Okay, we are anxious to make all of this as uniform as possible under something like Creative Commons. Okay, but this is one of the areas, it comes up over and over again. We heard it from Paris Tech, we heard it from JOCW. The issue of IP is a very enormous issue, and it's not just one issue, it's an issue that varies from country to country. And so we do have to understand the local conditions that we are dealing with as we move forward with this global OCW movement. Okay? I believe that we are out of time, and we need to move to the next phase of this conference. Okay, so if you could join me in applause for the panelists.